morning, City Hill family and friends. So today's title is Faith Like a Freezer. Now, I don't know about you, but I love ice. I love being able to have a cold drink at any stage of the day. Sometimes we forget the cool drink in the cupboard, or we forget it out the fridge, and naturally if you don't have ice, you're going to have lukewarm cold drink. So I love ice, and lately I've just been thinking about how much faith I have in a freezer. Sometimes even a box freezer, that thing that you keep in the garage or the pantry or the kitchen, we maybe access it once a week, once every 2 weeks in fact, and yet we never go about our day thinking like, oh, I wonder if it's still working. I hope it's still working, because if it stops working, normally it's quite a costly little exercise. I have a little bucket, or the first drawer in my fridge freezer. That entire drawer is just ice. And I just thought to myself today, imagine if that just stopped working. All of that ice would melt, it would go all over, and it would leak out onto the floor, it would spoil whatever's at the bottom. And it just made me think, how is it that we have such faith in a man-made object? And yet, if we had the same faith in God, life would be a breeze. And yet, God is actually more reliable than a freezer, as most of us have experienced a fridge or a freezer packing up untimely. It happened to me, where 3 days after the freezer in the garage packed up, I started smelling a very, very putrid smell. And that's when I just saw maggots, when I opened up and all the meat had just went off. So, again, if you turn to scripture, turning on the wife's phone here, there we go. Hebrews 13 verse 8. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's never going to change. He never has, and he never will. Psalm 9 verse 10. Those who know your name trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. I really want to encourage you that as things are starting to ease, the news is not positive out there. The radios are now, instead of saying it's lockdown and it's this, it's that, people are saying, yes, it's opening, but it's hard. Yes, it's opening, but there's a hard walk in front of us. I want to encourage you that whatever news you come across, whatever you believe, have faith, and God will pull you through, and God will strengthen you. Have faith more than a freezer. Bless you guys. We love you. Cheers.